went on vacation with Boothang. She might be crazy. Lots of ex-boyfriends.
Hey.
On vacation? The beach? With Travis Kelce.
Taylor Swift.
Yes. One more. 19 years ago.
It's history news.
Snowy blizzard. Baby was born. Baby name? Go, guess.
Oh, it's you.
Yes, it's me,
But you're-
Caveman Mike.
But you're a caveman. How are you born 19 years ago?
Birthday Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Thank you. When come back, 2 more segments. Don't go anywhere. Commercial. Caveman Mike, out.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that.
Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on? Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
We scored?
Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that.
Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride.
Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Welcome back once again. Our next segment will be fan mail, and we've got a couple of submissions from our lovely viewers.
Our first piece of fan mail comes from one fan named Jack Baker. And Jack Baker wrote to us, "Hi everybody, my name's Jack. I was just wondering if you had heard the rumors that Xbox is coming to an end soon. Do you think this is true? And if so, what are your thoughts?"
As an Xbox fanboy, I've heard this news. It all stems from the fact that a lot of the Xbox exclusive IPs are being sold out to PlayStation and Nintendo for games. So, in the next 5 years, we have, Halo on Nintendo Switch 2 or PlayStation 6. I think it's sad. As I grew up with Xbox, got my Xbox 360 Skylanders Edition when I was like 8, so kind of sad.
Yeah, absolutely. Haley, how about you?
Well, it's shocking to hear this news. I'm not an Xbox user myself, but it's a pretty big name in the gaming industry. So, I'm curious to see what happens next.
Yeah, good. And what about our next one, Logan?
All right, our next piece of fan mail.
Here's those questions for you.
Thank you. Is from WTOP's own Emily Mike.
Oh.
All right. She said, "I've got some questions for you guys to answer on Unplugged. If you enjoy wasting time, is your time really wasted?"
No.
That's a tough one. I don't think so.
I don't think so
at all.
I don't think so. If you ate yourself, would you disappear or become twice as big?
Oh, that's a tough one.
I'd disappear.
Disappear
I'm
probably.
skinny.
I feel like there'd be a point where you would stop eating yourself and just
you just
not be able to
Yeah,
anymore.
not be anything.
Yep.
You take the bottom left over the top and swallow it,
And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to break the rules a little bit. Emily Mike is actually here in studio with us. If Emily would like to read the last question to us.
Okay.
Here she is.
Here we go. Hi, Emily.
Hi,
Welcome
guys.
to the show.
I am not camera ready at all.
It's okay.
Hi, Mike. And
Get over here.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is also a really good one.
Okay.
Why are they called buildings if they're already built?
Oh.
Never thought about it like that.
Yeah, I haven't either. I think because they have to be built. That's why they're called buildings.
Okay. All right.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Emily.
We'll waste no time now. We're going to go right on into music news, our last segment of the night. Without further ado,
Let's do it.
this one's a sad little ditty about the cherry blossoms in Washington, D.C. The beautiful cherry blossoms bloom for a final time, unfortunately. The basins flooded, the seawalls need to be rebuilt. It's just a shame that the cherry blossoms have to go and will. The cherry blossoms are sinking at high tide. Screwed that one up a little bit.
Yeah.
The water's moving inland and the trees are starting to die. The land they're on is sinking and the water starts to rise. The seawall's 6 feet under and the trees must say goodbye.
Logan? Well, folks, we've got a well-known restaurant in Maryland. And guess what? You may not know this, but they're trying something new.
Well, what is that, Logan?
The food chain known as Chick-fil-A had a new idea. They want to get more customers eating all their meals. They went with something new that everybody loves. A Chick-fil-A pizza might just be the one. Good stop.
Really?
They got your normal flavors like pepperoni and cheese. When you see a pizza pie, your taste buds say, yes please. They've also got pizza with Chick-fil-A nuggets and sauce. This sounds pretty delicious. I gotta try that stuff.
Interesting.
Kaylee Richmond, take us home.
Well, if you insist, Mike. Gotta get my...
Whenever you're ready.
1, 2, 3. Dorothy Fidelli of Goshen, Ohio, finally had a wedding at 77 years old. She was sick and tired of being alone, so she married herself in her retirement home. Dorothy Fidelli has had an amazing life, and now she is married and she is now her own wife. Her friends and family were all there by her side. What a beautiful story. It just makes me want to cry. Congratulations, Dorothy. You are truly an inspiration to all. I hope I can be like you someday, girl.
Wow, guys.
Wow.
You might have topped Sammy Sozio there.
Really?
Well, folks, we don't have any time to banter, and that's all we've got time for, so we're going to close things out with one more song. Kaylee,
right.
we taught it to you, right?
Yes.
All right, let's
All
do
right,
it then.
here we go.
Let's do it.
It's time to end the show. It's time to end the show. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Who's our next guest?
Tune in to see.
But now it's time to end the show. Time to end the show. Thank you so much. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, the Oswego Health Department announces new plans to combat recent measles outbreaks.
And local highway department is acknowledged for their help with snow removal.
Welcome to WTOP-10 Nightly News. I'm Haley Kaiser.
And I'm Joe Seidman.
Several SUNY Oswego students and faculty members are earning honors through the National Broadcast Education Association. The winners earn merits in 7 different categories, more than any other SUNY school by a large margin.
Awards were won in 3 different sections, including student audio competition, student news competition, script writing, and faculty sports competition. One award winner, includes WTOP-10 alumni Thomas Caffarella, who told us that it felt amazing getting to be a part of this prestigious award program.
Around the state, and I just can't thank everybody enough involved, professors, friends, family. It's great to see my hard work, appreciated like this, but I admit none of this could be possible without, everybody day in, day out helping me get where I need to be.
Others being recognized include Raina Horitz, who placed 3rd for Best On-Air Personality for her show Be Afraid with Naked Raina, as well as an entire class held last year dedicated to a live broadcast of the Oswego Now Eclipse special.
SUNY Oswego's Meteorology Club will be holding a luncheon to support California wildfire recovery efforts. All proceeds will be donated to the California Community Foundation Wildfire Recovery Fund to support communities devastated by catastrophic wildfires in January. The event will take place on March 29th from noon to 2 p.m. at Lighthouse Lanes in Oswego. Tickets will be available March 21st through the SUNY Oswego box office.
The Spirit of Harriet Tubman debuted earlier this evening in the Waterman Theater. The show portrays the upbringing and life of one of the most well-known figures across American history in Harriet Tubman. A one-woman show, Leslie McCurdy stars in an emotional story that has touched audiences worldwide. The show was a part of the Oswego Performing Arts Series, and tickets were free for SUNY Oswego students.
The grounds of Syracuse are rumbling in anticipation for this year's race season festivities, kicked off this weekend with the Motorsports Exposition.
WTOP-10 reporter Kaya Wheatley was there and has everything you need to know about the event.
The 36th Annual Syracuse Motorsports Expo, New York's largest motorsports exposition and trade show, kicked off this last weekend, attracting people of all ages. The expo provides people with the opportunity to meet race car drivers competing in the coming season. The expo also had its fair share of vendors who sell a wide variety of items like car parts or apparel to buy. Andy and Dan from American Legion Riders of Hannibal were there for another reason.
We raise money through fundraisers, help out local vets, largely with ramps and wheelchairs and walking devices when they come home. We go on rides all the time. We have bike nights. Vet Fest is our big one every year. Raffling off a four-wheeler here at the show.
While Andy and Dan had their own priorities at the Motorsports Expo, many of the other attendees were racers themselves. Lynn Major was there showing off his prized possession.
My dragster Dakota, it's a 2000 car, number 11. Built this 26 years ago. 20 years ago I sold it. This summer I found it on Facebook, bought it back. It's back home, and now we're gonna go after the world record.
The 36th Annual Syracuse Motorsports Expo not only showcased the thrill of racing, but also brought together passionate individuals dedicated to both competition and community, leaving attendees eagerly anticipating the upcoming season. Kyle Wheatley, WTOP-10.
If you happen to miss the fun this year, don't fret, as the expo happens every year along with several other racing events this year. Joe, I woke up this morning excited for more warm weather. And then I stepped outside and I found not that.
Yeah, I totally agree, Haley. Today was noticeably different than what was all that about?
Let's take a quick look with Storm Team 10 meteorologist George Kirk.
Hello everyone, my name is George Kirk and I'm your Storm Team 10 meteorologist tonight. Now I'm here to explain why we've had a fluctuation in temperatures recently. Over here in Vermont, you see an area of high pressure that's been bringing us some colder temperatures, but that's not going to last for long, as right behind it, we've got a warm front that's going to bring some rain and warmer temperatures as it moves past. And then even the warm temperatures aren't going to last for long, as right behind it is going to be a cold front. When that moves past, that's going to bring some colder temperatures with it to replace the warmer temperatures. I'll talk more about this in my full weather report. So back to the desk.
Thank you, George. Speaking of weather, Oswego Highway Department crew are being recognized for their work during February's snowstorm. The crew were recognized by state and local leaders, including County Legislator John Martino and New York State Senator Christopher Ryan. Crews have worked non-stop over the last 3 weeks clearing snow from infrastructure and helping residents. The county's emergency management office is now winding down and no longer taking snow removal requests.
The Oswego County Health Department is hosting an immunization clinic every Tuesday. The clinic will take place from 12:30 to 3:30 p.m. at the Nick Stereo Public Health Clinic. Appointments can be made by calling the Health Department's Preventative Division. A variety of vaccines are available, including the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine. Parents should know their children's vaccination status and follow up with their primary care provider.
Still ahead tonight, a pro-Palestinian activist is to remain in a Louisiana detention center. What his circumstances are looking like.
Plus, the Gilgo Beach serial killer suspect was seen in court, how he pled.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty. The thought of turkey is just nauseating.
I think you're wrong, is what I think.
You think I'm wrong a lot of time.
I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Welcome back to WTOP. I'm your Storm Team 10 meteorologist, George Kirk, here with your full weather forecast. For current conditions in Oswego, it is 32 degrees with a wind chill of 28 degrees. That's in part being caused by a northeast wind blowing down, bringing down colder temperatures. The humidity is pretty good, at 61%, very comfortable. And if you look out tonight, you won't see very many clouds, and that's because there's a high pressure in our area currently. For tomorrow, it's going to be a pretty nice day with 50 degrees, partially being influenced by southeast winds, 7 to 10 miles per hour, and it's going to be partly sunny. So be sure to go outside, and if you do, be sure to wear a light jacket. For our predicted temperatures, we can see that tomorrow the temperatures are going to be in the mid-50s, and then it's going to drop back down, and then rocket back up to near 70 degrees with the temperature fluctuations, only for it to level back down to the mid-50s later that night. Now for looking next few days for rain, there probably won't be much rain over the next few days, but there will likely be some rain over the weekend, possibly Saturday, but most likely on Sunday. Now for our full extended forecast, you can see that on Thursday and Friday, you can see that the temperatures are in the 50s. Keep an eye out for the lunar eclipse tonight that's happening in the early morning those 2 nights. Saturday and Sunday, you'll have more rain. And then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you'll see a deep dip in temperatures only for it to rise back up near to the 60s. That's all I've got for my full weather forecast, so back to the desk.
Thank you, George. The accused Gilgo Beach serial killer appeared in court for a hearing in New York earlier today. The accused Gilgo Beach serial killer appeared in court. Rex Heuermann has pleaded not guilty to the murders of 7 women on Long Beach.
Pro-Palestinian activist Mahmoud Khalil is to remain in the ICE detention facility in Jena, Louisiana. Khalil, a legal resident to the U.S. and Columbia University graduate, helped lead Columbia's student protest movement demanding a ceasefire in Gaza. A federal judge in New York has ordered him to have more access to his attorneys after it was argued in court that their ability to speak with him was severely limited. The judge made yet to make any decisions about Khalil's detention or merits of his petition, and his arrest continues to spark national outrage.
Inflation eased during February, but that not be enough to calm consumers.
Trade tensions have put pressure on prices, and economists are warning us of recession risks. Karen Kaifa has the numbers from Washington.
President Donald Trump pleased with the government inflation report that showed consumer price hikes easing for the first time in 5 months.
Very good news.
The Bureau of Labor Statistics said the consumer price index was 2.8% year over year in February. That's a slowdown from 3% year over year in January, but still higher than where the Federal Reserve would like it.
We're talking about a 2.8% increase in prices. So that's significant, and it's significantly away from where the Federal Reserve would like to be, which is closer to a 2% inflation target.
The data also too early to show the impact of President Trump's tariff policies. Many Democrats argue American consumers will be squeezed by moves like the 25% toll on all U.S. imported steel and aluminum that took effect Wednesday.
Because houses and cars are bundles of steel and aluminum and lumber and semiconductors, all of which this president is taxing. He is imposing an onerous tax upon the middle class right now.
Wednesday's tariffs were met with swift retaliation from Canada and Europe, fueling trade war fears among businesses and consumers and prompting some economists to warn recession odds are rising.
You know, the economy is strong. It came into the year doing very well, but it can't digest the kind of tariffs that we're talking about here.
Walmart, Target, Delta, and American Airlines are among major companies that say they've seen pullbacks in U.S. consumer spending this year. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
There's been lots of talks recently about the price of eggs. Egg prices were up in February, but rose at a slower pace than they did in January. They're still up almost 60% compared to 1 year ago. The Federal Reserve makes its next decision on interest rates next week.
The Trump administration has announced that it is rolling back major rules within the Environmental Protection Agency. These include ones that push for cleaner energy sources. It has also been stated that there would be reconsidering of the scientific findings that have been the basis of federal regulations surrounding pollution prevention. If the statement holds true, the EPA would no longer have the authority to manage U.S. pollution that is increasing the rate of global warming.
Several Democratic organizations in Washington, D.C. protested against Medicare and Medicaid cuts. Progressive Democrats of America, National Nurses United, Popular Democracy, and others demanded to save our health care. Speakers such as Nancy Pelosi presented and commented that Congress protect our health care from deadly GOP cuts. The march continued to the front of the Capitol.
When WTOP-10 nightly news continues, Southwest policies are continuing to change. How customers are reacting.
And there has been a series of attacks on Tesla. How Americans feel. More after the break.
Jill
Should we
told me it
tell
was
him?
Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel too. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
Did you know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Broadcast
Look
news.
at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News.
In consumer news, one of Southwest's most notable perks is the free checked bags policy. Southwest announced starting on May 28th, the company will start charging for first and second checked bags. Over the past year, Southwest has also gone through other changes, including a new assigned seating policy and corporate layoffs. Following the shift in management, customers are disappointed following the changes. Some are looking to take their business elsewhere.
There has been a series of attacks on Tesla showrooms, charging stations, and Tesla vehicles over the past several weeks. Americans have been displaying their growing frustration with Elon Musk and the Trump administration by protesting Tesla. While most protests stay peaceful, some of them have gotten out of hand. The backlash against Musk is also hurting Tesla's bottom line. The company's sales have dropped 16% between December and January, and stocks have been in a downward spiral for the last 7 weeks.
Today is World Glaucoma Day. Glaucoma is a disease that damages the optic nerve around the eyes and can result in vision loss and, in bad cases, blindness.
Out of the 3 million Americans with glaucoma, only about half of them know they have it. Reporter Mandy Gaither has more.
The CDC says the best way to combat vision loss is having healthy habits. They recommend staying active, maintaining a healthy weight, and not smoking. Coming up in sports, Hunter Raymanak.
Hunter, can you give us a quick preview? Well, it's been a big week for sports, and Hunter's going to get to it shortly, but yes, we go men's hockey team. They are going to be playing in the tournament in a few days. They are heading to Indiana for their first match.
That's awesome. I'm so excited to hear more news about that.
Well, now we're going to send it over to Hunter.
Thanks, guys. Coming up in sports, we'll have recaps of the men's and women's lacrosse games from today. Plus, the Buffalo Bills have signed yet another star player. I'll let you know who it is after the break.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a closer to that one.
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Welcome to the WTOP-10 Sports Report. I'm your sports anchor, Hunter Raymack. The Oswego State men's lacrosse team are on the road as they face off against the Brockport Golden Eagles earlier today. Down 3-0 early, the Lakers would score 6 unanswered goals in the second period, including 3 by senior Corey O'Connor. While Brockport was able to score 2 in the third period, it would not be enough to catch up. The Lakers would score 4 times in the fourth period, sealing a 10-6 victory for Oswego State. Their upcoming matchup is against Utica University next Tuesday. Now, as for the women's team, they played at home against the Nazareth Golden Flyers. This was a back-and-forth game all around. It was one goal after the next. The Lakers led 8-5 through the first third of the third period, but Nazareth gained full control from there with 6 straight goals, including 3 in a row from Lydia Orr. Oswego would score twice in the final minutes, but it was too little too late. Nazareth comes back against Oswego State and wins this matchup 11-10. Moving into NFL offseason news, the Buffalo Bills continue their spending spree with 2 more signings, the first being safety Damar Hamlin, who's returning with Buffalo on a 1-year deal, as the team announced today. But the big one is Pro Bowl defensive end Joey Bosa, who is signing with the Bills on a 1-year, $12.6 million deal. Bosa, who has spent his entire career with the LA Chargers, has dealt with injuries the last few seasons. Despite that, he remains as one of the best defensive ends in the league and will be a huge boost for the Bills' defensive line. Buffalo also has addressed their need for defense already this offseason, having signed Michael Hoyt for 3 years and extended Greg Russo for 4 years. Moving on to the NBA, the New York Knicks get set for their matchup as they travel to Portland to face the Trailblazers. New York looks to build off their dominant win on Monday against the Sacramento Kings. On the other hand, Portland is desperate for a win, having lost 4 in a row. The two teams face off tonight at 10:30 p.m. And we get into some hockey here. Minnesota Wild versus Colorado Avalanche. First period here. We're going to get a goal from Zuccarello as he gets it in there while they're up 1-0. This is a highly contested matchup here. These are two teams that are fighting for playoff spots. They do not like each other right now as we get another look at that goal. Nice and clean there. We're going to jump to the third period as Kiviranta scores a backhanded goal from long range. Gets it in. Tie game there, as we are going to skip all the way, not into overtime, but for the shootout, as we got Boldy here going down the line, and he's going to get it in for the Wild here. You know, as he gets it in, and Colorado really needs this goal right here, but the goalie, Gustafsson, seals the win with a save. And there you go. Minnesota Wild win this one 2-1 as they fight for a playoff spot here late in the NHL season.
Thank you. Stick around for March's full moon. It's called the Worm Moon, and it's extra special because it'll be a total lunar eclipse. La, 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 la. Breathe. La, 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 la. La, 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 la.
want to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen and become briefly
Welcome back. Tonight is a full moon, and as I mentioned before, it has a bit of a strange name, the worm moon. And it'll be pretty special because it's a lunar eclipse.
The first in nearly 3 years to be visible across the U.S.
This Friday, March 14th, the moon will look like a striking red color.
A total eclipse happens when the moon is full and aligns perfectly with the Earth and Sun. Unlike a total solar eclipse, this celestial event doesn't require special eyewear. And George, what else is happening with this lunar eclipse? You have more for us?
Yeah, so as you said, the lunar eclipse is what happens when the sun, earth, and the moon are aligned in a very special way. The earth casts its shadow on the moon, and because of the special way the light bends, the moon turns a bright red color. So I think that's really neat.
Absolutely. I'm so excited for that on March 14th. And Hunter, anything to look out for in the sports world for anyone watching at home?
Well, of course, we got Oswego competing in the NCAA tournament coming up. Pretty exciting stuff. I'm curious how far they'll go, really, you know? I'm really curious.
Absolutely. And there's so much happening in the sports world. The hockey game coming up this weekend, it's going to be absolutely massive just around the corner. Are you guys excited?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be watching. for sure on the whatever live stream they have open.
Me too.
Absolutely. Just around the corner. And they're going to be playing in Indiana. So,
thank you so much for joining us tonight. This has been your WTOP-10 Nightly News Report. Thanks for watching.
Welcome to Stick to Sports. I'm Ben Diamond.
And I'm Brian Burrows. Today we take a look at NFL Week 6, the MLB Championship Series, and some big college football results.
Roll it. The Cleveland Browns defeated the San Francisco 49ers 19-17 after kicker Jake Moody missed a game-winning field goal with time expiring. The Browns defense was able to do what many others have tried to, and that is to neutralize Brock Purdy. The 49ers offense was largely ineffective against the Browns, totaling only 215 yards of offense. Injuries to key offensive players did not help the Niners either, though. Brian, does a loss like this help a team as good as the Niners not get complacent?
I'm going to say no, just because I don't think complacency is really a thing that you deal with this early into the season. Complacency you see more like weeks 14, 15 when you're really on a roll and then they kind of forget the fundamentals. But this early in the season, I think teams are still trying to find that groove. As the Niners, they found it early, but a game like this, you kind of lose that groove a little. So I don't think it's necessarily a complacency thing. The Niners also got pretty unlucky with injuries. You know, they lost McCaffrey, Debo, Trent Williams, huge losses on the offense, big star players for them. But also their defense really needs to take notes from what happened in this game. They may have been complacent. PJ Walker should not be throwing for almost 200 yards in them, and they need to be better at stopping the run. 160 total yards on the ground. And pass rush needs to step up. Only 2 sacks from Bosa and Gregory. That pass rush is electric. They need to do better.
Yeah, and I mean, Purdy was not connecting on throws that he's been connecting with on in the first 5 weeks of the season, and that certainly has a lot to do with how this game ended. Of course, not getting a lot of that offense, but also, as I mentioned before, the injuries. Christian McCaffrey, Debo Samuel, both going down with injuries somewhere in the middle of the game, certainly will not help Brock Purdy when his weapons are going down and doesn't have as many options.
The Philadelphia Eagles traveled up to MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets and lost 20-14. The Jets defense stood strong, intercepting Hurts 3 times and holding the Eagles running backs to 39 yards on the ground. Zach Wilson threw for 186 yards, no touchdowns, and no interceptions. A late fourth quarter interception by Hurts gave the Jets the ball in good field position, and Breece Hall found the end zone for the only Jets touchdown of the day, giving them the lead. Ben, can the Jets defense carry them into the playoffs?
I mean, I think the Jets defense absolutely can carry them into the playoffs. I think right now they're still 3rd place in the AFC East, but that's because they have to contend with the likes of the Dolphins and the Bills. But this Jets defense is top 3 in the league, and I was talking about this earlier, and I felt like that when Zach Wilson is not making mistakes like he didn't last night, he made 0 mistakes, no interceptions, no fumbles, none of that. The offense was able to keep the ball, and they were able to chip away with field goals. And I think that's super important, especially when the defense is holding teams to around 14 points.
Yeah, and I mean, the old adage is defense wins championships. A really good defense is going to get you pretty far in this league. But also, I think they hit an Eagles team that was riding high on 5-0, but wasn't really playing their best ball, and they finally hit a team that could stop them. Hurts has showed some regression. 3 picks last week is pretty uncharacteristic, but he hadn't been playing the best. The Eagles' defense looked good against the Jets' offense, which has been struggling this year, but they did hold Breece Hall, who had been going off to under 40 yards. He did find the end zone, but the Eagles have not been what they were last year, and I think the Jets' defense took advantage of that.
Things have not always gone their way for the Cincinnati Bengals to start the season, but they have weathered the storm as they climb back into the AFC North race, winning 3 of their last 4 games. Although the offense has not looked like it has the last few years, the defense has picked up the slack, holding the Seahawks to only 13 points on Sunday. While Joe Burrow did not look like he did last year, he did enough to put the Bengals over the top. With a couple of key matchups the next 2 weeks, can the Bengals prove that they are still one of the better teams in the NFL, Brian?
Absolutely, the Bengals can prove they're one of the better teams. 3-3 is not a bad start to the season, and they have a lot of room to go up from here. You mentioned the easy couple weeks for them. I mean, their roster is very, very similar to what it was last year. They did not have a lot of roster turnover. They added pieces, which is always huge. The receivers are still the same. I mean, Jamar is still a top 5 receiver. Tyler Boyd stepped up against a good Eagles. I mean, Seahawks secondary, Devon Witherspoon and Tariq Woolen are very good corners on the outside, so go to the slot guy, Tyler Boyd. He's still a very good weapon for them. I know Joe Mixon's been struggling this year, but he still has potential on a week-to-week basis to be top 10, top 5. Just go off. You've seen it at least once a year. And their defense is playing well enough to keep them in games. I mean, they had 4 sacks, 2 interceptions on Geno Smith, who is a really good quarterback, and held them to just 1 passing touchdown.
Yeah, and I mean, the Seahawks led in every single offensive category, but interceptions from Geno Smith halted any momentum the offense had in its tracks. And while I do think they have a long way to go, the Bengals do, because they face the 49ers and then the Bills these next 2 weeks, so it's going to be a big test for the Bengals going forward.
And a matchup between the then number 7 ranked Washington Huskies and number 8 ranked Oregon Ducks. We saw Washington quarterback Michael Penix throw for a touchdown with 1:38 to go in the game to give Washington a 36-33 lead. Oregon quarterback Bo Nix then went 6 for 6 for 36 yards and drove Oregon into field goal range, but kicker Camden Lewis missed the 43-yard field goal to tie the game and go to overtime. Michael Penix threw for 302 yards and 4 touchdowns, while Bo Nix had 337 and 2 touchdowns. Ben, Washington is now ranked number 5 in the AP poll. Do they have a shot at the college football playoff?
I think they do, 100%. I mean, the way Michael Penix is playing right now, especially being in the Heisman race, the college football board is going to want a Heisman candidate like Michael Penix to make it into the college football playoffs. And I mean, they even allowed over 500 yards of offense, which is a ton. So Washington's defense was not getting done. I mean, Bo Nix is a really solid, really good college quarterback. However, Michael Penix just being able to outduel him throughout the entire game and just stay ahead, I think that's what's most important. And also, I think what's important for Washington as well, they have a late in the season gauntlet, USC, Utah, and Oregon State, in order to push themselves into the conversation again of being in the college football playoffs.
Yeah, you mentioned that really hard schedule. I mean, the Pac-12 this year is a really strong conference, despite the fact that it might be falling apart within the next 2 years. They currently have 6 ranked teams, and then Washington State was in there last week before the rankings came out. So you mentioned that gauntlet. They very much have a chance that they go undefeated to make it into the playoff. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get into the MLB playoffs, more NFL and college football talk, as well as the start of the NHL season here on WTOP-10.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that boy. Look at the bling. Do we got a diamond tester on? Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep. 10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
We're going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that.
Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride.
Wait, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what?
Yep, that's mine.
Kevin, I need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Welcome back to Stick to Sports. The Buffalo Bills defeated the New York Giants 14-9 in what was a very ugly performance for both teams on offense. Although the Bills won the game, they didn't score their first points until the fourth quarter on a pass from Josh Allen to Deontay Hardy. While the Giants led for most of the game, they were unable to close it out as the offense was never able to find the end zone. Brian, does this game say more about the Giants or the Bills?
I'm very much saying that this says a lot more about the Bills than it does the Giants. The Giants honestly looked pretty similar to what they had been the last couple of weeks. Tyrod gave them a spark. The passing game was definitely a little bit more than it had been with Daniel Jones, but ultimately they really were kind of the same. Couldn't get into the end zone and just couldn't really do a lot on the ground. But the Bills were held down for the second week in a row. Yes, they won the game. That's because, again, the Giants really haven't been able to do much, and they really should have lost. I mean, that last second, the last second no call on the penalty on the holding there was egregious, really. So I really think that Allen's decision-making needs to step up, and it says a lot more about what the Bills can do this year.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, it seems like this Bills team does a 180 every week, and I mean, if not for late blunders from the Giants at half and at the end of the game, as well as controversial calls, this might have gone the other way.
The Lions improved to 5-1 this season after beating the Buccaneers 20-6 in Tampa Bay. Jared Goff threw for 353 yards and 2 touchdowns, with Amon-Ra St. Brown catching 12 balls for 124 yards and a touchdown. Baker Mayfield threw for only 203 yards and 1 interception, with Bucs backs getting only 40 rushing yards. Ben, how legit are the Lions this year?
I think the Lions are absolutely legit this year, Brian. I really, really love what I'm seeing from this team. And I mean, Jared Goff is playing exactly as he did back in 2019, back when he made the Super Bowl with the Rams. This is the Jared Goff that the Lions were hoping they would get, kind of as a reclamation project, and it's worked to perfection. Absolutely love what I'm seeing. The offense and defense are both clicking, but injuries I feel like are going to be, they might be the Achilles heel heading down the stretch if the injuries start to keep piling up.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned injury. David Montgomery probably be out for a couple of weeks now. That's a huge hit with Jahmyr Gibbs being out the last, I think, 2 weeks. But the Lions have absolutely handled every single team they've placed since week 2. They've outscored teams by 60 points. And even the first 2 weeks, they didn't look too bad. And they have a very easy NFC North this year. They should run all the way, at least to the playoffs.
I completely agree. The Buffalo Sabres opened their 2023-2024 season facing off against both the Rangers and the Islanders. Unfortunately, they were unable to come away with a win. After a strong season last year, the Sabres faithful are hoping to take another giant leap this season, but a slow start is not something they want to see. Is this a case of rust being shaken off, Brian?
Yeah, I would say so. The Sabres are a very young team. They have not a lot of experience, a lot of young players who are still coming into this league, coming into their own. Tage Thompson being one of those players, Dylan Cousins. I think they're going to need some time to just kind of get into the season, but they were good last year. They just missed the playoffs, and they played 2 teams, the Rangers and the Islanders, who made the playoffs last year. The Rangers are a very good team. They're going to be a good team again this year. The Islanders are showing promise, and they kept it close versus them as well. So I think it's just a rust thing. I think they'll definitely turn things around, and I think even make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I mean, this Sabres team is a really good team, as you mentioned, really young team. Devin Levi, the goaltender for the Sabres, he looked great in limited appearances last season, has kind of gotten a little shaky, but again, I think that rust is certainly playing a factor, and we've yet to see Tage Thompson light the lamp, but I'm sure that's coming very, very soon.
In Game 1 of the ALCS, the Texas Rangers shut out the Houston Astros 2-0. Jordan Montgomery went into the 7th without giving up a run. Both of the Rangers' runs came off Justin Verlander. In Game 2, the Rangers took a 4-0 lead in the first and knocked starter Framber Valdez out in the 3rd. The Astros couldn't overcome the deficit and lost 5-4 as the Rangers took a 2-0 series lead. Ben, can the Rangers go undefeated through the AL side of the playoffs?
You know, I'd like to think that they'd end this in a sweep right here, but truly, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think that the Astros, they have too much playoff experience to let the Rangers, a very young team with a ton of young players, just squirt right past them into the World Series. So I think that experience is going to come into play in games 3, 4, and 5 as we go forward. But right now, winning both games in Houston to start the series is absolutely huge. And again, I think that comes back to that youth. And with the youth, getting those wins early, I think that's super important in keeping that energy high.
Yeah, and home field advantage in baseball is probably one of the biggest advantages. And they get Scherzer starting in Game 3, which is huge too. Such experience, especially in the playoffs. That's, I think, almost guaranteed win. So I think a sweep is almost expected at that point.
The Philadelphia Phillies and the Arizona Diamondbacks both dominated their respective NLDS series and now face off to see who will make it to the World Series. Game 1 is in its latter half, but Brian, I want to hear your take on who you think will go through to the World Series between these two teams.
I'm taking the Phillies in this one. I think it probably in 5 games. It depends on how Game 1 ends. I know last I checked it was 5-3 in favor of the Phillies in the middle of the game. But I do like the Phillies. The experience is huge. I mean, it was 3 bombs early in Game 1 of the series. The D-backs are just so young. They don't have that experience. Even like the pitching staff, just there isn't really anybody who knows how to play in the playoffs. And they're playing in Philadelphia, one of the hardest places to play in baseball, especially in the postseason. It gets so loud, so crazy there, and it's so hard for opposing teams to win games in that stadium.
Yeah, I mean, Philly's already putting on a show. I mean, Harper, Schwarber, Castellanos, still doing their thing, continuing it from the series versus the Braves. And as you said, Citizens Bank Park, really difficult to play, especially for young players. So I'd say maybe Phillies in 6. I'll give the D-backs a little benefit.
In a 48-20 loss to Notre Dame, Caleb Williams failed to reach 200 yards passing for the first time since October 8, 2022, and threw more than 1 interception for the first time in his college career. USC fell from number 10 to number 18 in the AP rankings. Ben, Caleb Williams' odds for the Heisman went from plus 200 to plus 3,500. How much of an overreaction is this?
I honestly think that it's a pretty big overreaction from college football, from the odds makers. This is one bad performance, albeit versus a very good defense. So I guess people are saying, oh, this is the first time he faced a really good defense, and he kind of folded. So is that going to be a sign of things to come in the NFL? Is he going to face a good defense and not be able to play up to his abilities, what we've seen? Maybe that's why they've dropped him so much. But he still has 23 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. So I think the stats speak for themselves, and I think Caleb Williams still should have much higher odds for the Heisman.
Yeah, I agree. This is a major overreaction. I think he's being hindered by the fact that he won it last year, and his stats last year were way better now that he had the 3 picks. But it's a massive, massive overreaction. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Ben will be joined by one of our producers, Alex Brooks, here on WTOP-10.
La, 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 la. Free. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Freeze.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen and become briefly
Welcome back to Stick to Sports. Joining me now is Alex Brooks, one of our producers. Alex, what do you have for us tonight?
Thanks, Ben. Week 6 of the NFL season saw a lot of crazy storylines, including problems with the NFL turf. There have been multiple players that have struggled to stay healthy for a full season, and the turf conditions have came up into conversation regarding them. With guys like Garrett Wilson and Christian McCaffrey going down in Week 6, Ben, does the NFL have a problem they need to address with playing on turf?
I mean, this is a conversation they should be having year after year. I think it's even come to more of a head this season because of the amount of injuries within the first 6 weeks that have happened. Non-contact leg injuries. We saw a lot of hamstring. We saw Cooper Kupp, Tyreek Hill with the hamstring. We saw Trayvon Diggs in practice on turf. We've seen a ton of ACL injuries and hamstring injuries arise early in this season, and that has to be attributed to the turf. And I think stadiums are planning on changing to natural grass for the FIFA World Cup just a few years away. So why they aren't also considering it for their own teams is really confusing to me.
Yeah, I completely agree. And Ben, I want to go back to the Super Bowl when they had that artificial turf that was supposed to help the players, and that did anything but. Both the Eagles and Chiefs were slipping, and it wasn't really helping out, and a lot of players have wanted to have grass, and I think the NFL really needs to make a change. Staying on the gridiron, we saw the New York Jets defeat the Philadelphia Eagles 20-14 in a big defensive battle. With multiple players out on the secondary on both teams, the Jets defense forced 3 interceptions to clinch their first franchise win against the Eagles. Ben, with the Jets making Pat Mahomes and now Jalen Hurts look bad, are the Jets for real this season?
I mean, I was talking about it earlier with Brian. I really do think that the Jets are on the upswing. They're on the upswing right now. And we see Robert Saleh, the head coach of the Jets, he has a ton of confidence in this team, in this defense. And now while he's saying they played gauntlet of quarterbacks and that they haven't gotten all wins, but we've embarrassed all of them, it's not 100% true. I like the confidence that he has, especially in his team, in this young team that is on the upswing, that needs that confidence boost. I think that's good of him to say, but if we're looking at it from a logic standpoint, from a past game standpoint, that's not entirely true, because we've seen them lose to the likes of Mac Jones, who now cannot get anything going on offense against other teams as well. So we're not 100% sure what's going on there in New England, but right now the Jets, they're looking really good. I think that they could squeak into the playoffs.
Yeah, my thing is, Ben, quickly, the Jets' defense is for real. The offense, really not yet. We got to see what Zach Wilson can do against more competition. Exciting developments are happening as the 2028 Olympics will welcome 6 new sports to the worldwide competition. Sports such as baseball and softball will make their return, but flag football will make its debut in Los Angeles. Ben, will these additions create more hype for this big event?
You know, I think it will. I mean, we see the lineup of sports: baseball, softball, cricket, lacrosse, flag football, squash. So cricket being added, that's, of course, going to add a lot of hype, because cricket is a huge, huge sport around the world. It's not really tapped into here in the States, but around the world, cricket is huge. So that's already going to create a lot of hype just on a world level. But for baseball and flag football specifically, I think it would only create hype if MLB or NFL players or former NFL players were able to go in and play in these games. Unfortunately, the Olympics happened during the MLB season, and active NFL players probably won't want to play to risk a non-contact injury. So while it could create hype, and it probably is right now, it's still 5 years away. So there's not 100% certainty whether or not these will create the exact hype that they're hoping for.
Yeah, and I feel like if you have those players that are coming in, like old players coming, I think that'll make a lot of excitement. Also, the person who watches that specific sport is going to love these new sports coming in.
We're going to take a quick break here on Stick to Sports. Thanks once again to Alex for the fast break. And when we come back, Brian, Alex, and I will head into extra innings. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Stick to Sports on WTOP-10.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen and become briefly
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close up of that one.
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to Stick to Sports. Now let's get ready for everyone's favorite tradition at WTOP-10, extra innings. All right, we'll start off with the Ohio State Buckeyes versus Penn State. I'll have you go first, Brian.
Give me the Buckeyes. -4.5. Penn State's good. They're having a really good season, but Ohio State is, I think, just better. -4.5, that's less than a touchdown, so I think Ohio State easily covers.
No, I think Ohio State is really good, but I don't know how much I trust McCord at QB to face a really, really good team in Penn State. I think that the Nittany Lions will actually put up a really good fight, and I think they will actually win this one in a very close battle.
All right. Well, I am going to take the Ohio State Buckeyes just because they are favored, and I believe that they will win against Penn State. I'm picking with you, Brian. All right, so let's go over to the Alabama Crimson Tide versus the Tennessee Volunteers. I'll have you go, Ben.
You want me to start?
Yeah, you start this time.
All right, I'll start. I'm going to go with Alabama. Now, I have not loved what I've seen from the Crimson Tide so far this season, but in this matchup, I still feel like Alabama has the edge just based off of Nick Saban's coaching just expertise. I feel like he'll always just outcoach the other coach. So I'm going to take Alabama in this one.
Give me Tennessee. Alabama's good, but I don't trust Jalen Milroe. He seems to falter in those big games. Tennessee's offense is just so good. And I don't know if they'll win, but 8.5 I think is just too big for me.
I was buying into the Tennessee hype last year, and it didn't really go as planned. So I'm going to pick Alabama. I'm picking Alabama for this matchup. All right, let's move over to some NFL. An exciting matchup for many fans. The Baltimore Ravens versus the Detroit Lions. Ravens are favored, and I'll start with you, Brian.
I know the Ravens are home, but give me the Lions at Ravens -3. I don't even think the Ravens are going to win this game. Never mind get a field goal win. The Lions are playing so well this year. I think Jared Goff is going to rip that defense apart.
I'm going to have to agree there. I mean, the Lions, I was saying it before when we were talking about how they played this past week. I really, really like the Lions, and I think they're going to take this one as well.
Yeah, I feel like the Lions are very young right now, and everybody is really rooting for them. And I feel like this is going to be a good matchup, but I feel like the Lions will be able to take it. So we're all taking the Lions on this one. Let's go over to Sunday Night Football for next week. The Miami Dolphins, the red-hot Miami Dolphins, will face off against the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia. Ben, I'll have you start off.
I know who you're picking in this one, Alex, so I don't think we need to go to you on this one. But I'm going to take the Dolphins. I think their offense is so hot, and I think that even though the Eagles' defense is solid, I don't think they have enough weapons to stop the likes of Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, Ben, I'm riding with you on this one. I don't think the Eagles are winning this one at all. Dolphins' offense seems practically unstoppable at this point. I don't think the Eagles' defense is going to play that well.
Disgusting. This is a bounce-back game for Philadelphia. They are going to win. Miami's not coming into Philadelphia and beating us. This is a bounce-back game. All right, that's off my chest. Eagles are going to win this game. But we'll go over to our last matchup. It's going to be the Buffalo Sabres versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. I'll have you start off, Brian.
Give me the Sabres. I think they're playing at home. Lightning haven't had the hardest start. I think this is the Sabres' first win of the season. Easy bounce-back game for them.
No, I'm going to go opposite you there, Brian. I'm going to go with the Lightning. The Lightning still have that core. They're aging, but they're still really good.
And I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Lightning on this one. So
so we'll see. I mean, we're tied for last right now, so we'll have to see. Brian's
I took a one-game lead on you guys, so.
We'll have to see next week.
That's all the time we have on this episode of Stick to Sports. Be sure to tune in next Monday at 10:30 right here on WTOP-10.
Hey, everything's going to be all right, Chet. Stay with me, all right? We're going to get you to the hospital. Everything's going to be fine, all right? Stay with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have
some music.
heartbreaking news that has come to our attention. SUNY Oswego senior Tommy Tallarino, a beloved student and member of WTOP, was found dead.
Down a little bit there.
What's this? Say Tommy died?
Tommy?
What?
What about Tom?
What's going on?
We need to get you to the hospital right now, yeah. Let's just turn it back on, just normal music. You're out of your damn mind over there.
What's Tommy?
Just relax, man. You didn't hear anything, all right? All in your head. I don't know what happened to you, but we're going to figure it out. Alright, Shat, here we go. We're almost there, buddy.
Chris Schwartz said Tommy's dead.
Nah, you're just hallucinating, brother.
Yes.
Alright, watch your step.
No.
There, you're good, you're good. Watch the brick. There you go. Alright, get your ass in there. Alright, Shat, right this way, dude. Got you this special hospital room, big Patriots fans here. Alright, just lay on down. Get on down there. Here, try to move up a little bit. Get up on the. There you go. There you go. Alright, listen. Look at me. Get here. Get some rest. Alright, I'm going to turn on the TV for you. And I'll be back in the morning to pick you up, okay?
Alright, man.
Alright, let me turn on the TV for you.
Thanks, man.
Take care.
Good evening and welcome to WTOP-10 Nightly News. I'm Madeline Cummings.
And I'm Scott Brubaker.
This just in, Oswego State student and WTOP-10 member Thomas Pellerino found dead on the shores of Lake Ontario. The 21-year-old's body was found along the rocks by a fellow Oswego State student around 7 o'clock this morning.
Oh my God.
Police say that the body had severe blunt force trauma to the back of the head. While the police had no idea how the injury and eventual death happened, they can only assume that somebody had something to do with the death of the Oswego student.
Bradley! Oh my God.
Yeah, they're not having their way. The shit's not over. It's just getting started.
Well, Mr. Shetler. Looks like you finally cracked the code.
Huh? Like stealing candy from a baby. And I hate babies! Shut up! It wasn't that funny.
You know, Shet, you've been a little bit down on your luck lately, so I figure you deserve a little bit of an explanation. You see, we were never friends. Ever since you pulled that stunt last Halloween escaping from the good doctor, he went ahead and he hired me to be the assassin that takes you out. Because, you see, the good doctor's been doing this for 100 years. Scoping victims, taking them one by one. And when you asked him to be on your show, his next victim practically fell into his lap. I'm helping out the good doctor because he's going to give me the right to eternal life. You know what's the funniest thing about this? He's not going to remember a single thing.
What are you doing there? What are you doing?
Night, Chad.
And when Mr. Bradley and I feel like it, we'll seek out our ultimate revenge. Putting your pathetic life to an end, just like your two buddies. Everything we do is calculated. I would say that I'm sorry that you were the chosen one, but like my mother Regina once said to me, to be a good man and an honest man. Hi, Gemini! Ah! Your life ended the first day you decided to put me on your stupid little show. Soon your family will have to deal with the loss of your life, and the only thing they'll have to remember you by is how much of a loser you were! It's been a pleasure, Shot. I'll see you soon.
No.
Ta-ta.
No.
Bye.
These idiots. They think they're 2 steps ahead. They can't even plug the damn thing in. They want me to be brainwashed? Let me fix my hair real quick. We're gonna give them brainwashed. Welcome to the season premiere of Lake Night.
Life could be a dream.
Shetler.
What's up, man?
All right. What's wrong with you?
Do you feel weird?
Feel weird? No.
I've just been feeling just really weird lately ever since last week. I can't even remember how I got here.
No, it's just the first show of Jitters. It's the final season of Lake Night. It's our premiere. Who isn't excited for that? You're just nervous. It's okay.
I feel like something really bad happened to me.
No. From me? No. Come on. You know me.
You're not pulling my strings?
Pulling your strings? Shetler, come on. You're my best friend. Of course not.
All right.
Get it together, man. Take a deep breath. We'll do it together.
Just give me a little tap or something. Give me a little. Oh!
Okay.
Hey, I'm back in it.
All right, we're back.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the season premiere of the final and last and best season of Lake Night. It has been a ride, but all good things must come to an end. But we have 4 episodes to knock your mama's socks off. So, welcome, buckle up, grab some popcorn, grab some Funyuns, grab some, what's an outstanding candy?
I like
Goobers, sweet tarts, red vines, whatever you prefer. And we will be right back because things are about to get spicy here on Lake Night.
Ooh.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the most stupendous Simon and Garfunkel's favorite television show. Both of them. They love our show. It's Lake Night. And of course, for you Lake Night viewers who have watched us over the last year, we like to try some weird things in the show, try different foods, everything along those lines. But tonight, Shetler, we're taking it up to the next level because it is time for the Dirty Jelly Bean Challenge.
It's time for the Dirty Bean.
The Dirty Bean!
And if you don't know what the Dirty Bean is, Finkel has hijacked our teleprompter, aka it's not working, so I'm going to read off this masterpiece right here on our little lovey-dovey tablet because this is gold. Before us is the brand new Bean Boozled Challenge that consists of a multitude of spicy pepper-flavored jelly beans, sure to knock your great-grandmother Dorothy Hamilton, Bigsby, Adams, Jefferson, Lincoln, Washington, Nixon, Truman, George Foreman, Simon the Great, Kimmy, Droopy Drawers, Hansel and Gretel, Benedict Cumberbatch, carry the 1, drop the 7, add the circumference of the Great Gatsby, shoestrings, the thirds, socks off. If that wasn't a mouthful, these jelly beans sure will be.
Oh my God, you're such a natural host. Yeah, okay, so we're done.
Yeah, let's kind of preface this. So normally in a Bean Boozled Challenge, it's like cherry or sriracha. Not with this one.
No.
They're just all terrible.
Yep.
It goes from sriracha to Carolina Reaper. There's no challenge. We're just going to be flicking the little the little circle thing. What's it called? Spinner. Spinner. And then we're going to be eating. We have sriracha, jalapeno, cayenne, habanero, and Carolina Reaper. So without further ado, let's
pantomime it to the camera.
open 'em.
Pantomime it to the camera.
Okay, here we
Get the
go.
camera on you. There you
These
are.
are the beans. They're falling. They're falling. Here we go.
I will say I already tried a sriracha one off camera earlier just to see what the base level was.
Yep. And it was
It's
bad.
not unbearable, but it worries me.
Okay, so I will show proof what we spin on. You can do the honors.
Oh.
He can do the
well,
honors.
thank you.
Cayenne. That's like the third most spicy.
Okay, so that is like.
So wait, let's show.
Oh yeah, here
with
we'll
proof.
show them.
Okay, we got cayenne.
Cayenne.
There you go. Beautiful.
Anybody? Hold on.
Oh,
Wait for him.
Maybe.
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 Yeah, it's
there
the
we go.
cayenne. So it's like it's the darker. I believe it's this one.
Yep.
Oh my! I'm genuinely like already sweating and shaking and almost probably gonna cry.
We're gonna do 2 apiece, I think.
So this is cayenne.
Yep.
Oh my God, this is horrible. I feel nauseous already. Let's
Bottoms
try.
up.
1, 2, 3.
How's she doing?
Ooh, that first swallow was brutal. Oh my. Okay.
Not bad.
Not horrible.
Okay.
They're still stuck in my teeth though, so I'm not gonna be a
you're
wuss and not swallow it all.
All right, so I'll join you with. Oh, that was a bad flick.
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno. That's not bad. These are jalapeno, right?
Jalapeno business.
That was nice.
Here, like I see the box.
That's not bad. It's just not a delectable treat of any kind. It just tastes like jalapeno.
So, like we said, it goes sriracha, jalapeno.
That's a little bad. That's a little bad.
Cayenne, habanero, and Carolina Reaper. So you tried one below me.
Yep. Oh, the swallow. Yep. The swallow's not nice. Yeah.
Nope. Swallow is not nice. We
All
have
right.
6 minutes, says Madeline, coming in our hair. That's pretty wild.
That's a little zooey mama right there.
Zooey
All
mama.
right. All right. So we're gonna cheers the next one. So you're gonna spin. Take yours.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
This is a bad idea.
Yep. And you're gonna please be Carolina. Please be Carolina. Please be.
Well, that was a good flick.
Please be. Please be.
I got habanero.
That's
is that what I
bad.
got last time? Oh my God, that's the second to last one. It's the orange ones.
All right. Here we go. I'm gonna flick it. Nope, that was a bad flick.
You also got. Oh, you got sriracha.
I'll flick it again.
Oh, okay. we have 6 minutes, Shetler. You can just eat the sriracha one.
I'm gonna do the. Oh yeah. I'll habanero.
You'll
cheers
habanero with me?
I'll habanero cheers with you.
Okay, hold on.
All right. So this is the
I gotta
second
get
worst.
my mindset ready here.
Okay. You ready? For the love of lake night. Cheers.
1, 2, 3. We're slow zooming.
Is this supposed to be bad?
Hold on, Shetler.
Is this not an orange jelly bean?
No, it gets bad.
Does it?
Yep. It really does.
Mmm.
It gets pretty bad.
Mmm.
Ooh, I need some broccoli gusto.
Mmm.
No.
Huh. Now
that is hot.
Is a pepper.
That is wow. That's the one that's the best. As far as if we're going taste wise, that's the best one yet, because it genuinely tastes like a pepper. Like I feel my mouth burning. The other ones were just like spicy. This one hurts my mouth.
Sweet Tabitha. Oh, brother.
Ah. Yeah, no, we gotta make sure too, because you guys. I wasn't around for the first spicy challenge.
Yep.
But we gotta wipe everything down.
Yep. We did spread
can't touch
some
our eyes.
asbestos/dirty pepper
And these
substance.
IFBs probably gotta be wiped down.
Oh my
But,
halamuhabaha.
where do you feel it? Mine's on my tongue.
I feel it like all over the circumference of my mouth. I feel it back in like the little what's
the uvula?
What's the
uvula?
I thought that was part of the women's anatomy.
Nope.
No, that's in the back of your throat. Yeah, right there. And then but yeah, and then
That's the last episode of Late
Yep.
Night.
Okay, so
what?
Carolina.
You're going for Carolina Reaper?
We're going. All right, no, we gotta spin. We gotta spin.
How many minutes, Madeline?
We got 3 minutes. Okay. All right, we gotta spin.
Let's
okay.
let's
Yep.
slow it down for a
Okay.
second.
Yep.
Look at my hand.
Your hand's shaking.
Shaking. I'm nervous.
Okay. Yep.
Jalapeno. I already had jalapeno, didn't I?
Yeah, we gotta spin again. Jalapeno.
Oh, Carolina
Reaper.
Reaper.
Oh.
We're in this to win it.
Carolina Reaper.
Carolina Reaper. All right.
Oh.
So we're going for for it. Hold on,
Okay.
wait a second, chat. That's not the right one.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. See, that one's darker on the outside. That's cayenne.
Oh, that's cayenne. All right.
We need this one. This is a
light
Carolina Reaper.
Reaper.
This one's a
Okay.
Reaper. There you go.
Where is it?
It's got like, it looks like this. So this one's one as well.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Melinda, if we die,
Yeah,
I'm
Melinda,
very
sorry
I'm
for
very
any
sorry.
HR problems this causes you.
Very sorry.
With a couple deaths on air.
Okay. Cheers to the
Cheers.
Reaper. Yeah, can we call Sayback?
Get about stay by.
Ooh.
So it fools you. It tastes like a shell.
Oh my Lord. How we feeling?
Pretty bad. Let's read this box and see if there is any actual like life-threatening potential things. Oh, consuming your own. Oh God. Consuming your own risk. Keep out of reach of children under 13, the elderly, and pets. Do not consume if you are allergic or sensitive to hot or spicy foods, peppers, or caps. Oh God, CAPSAICIN. No idea. Pregnant, breastfeeding, or have medical condition which consumption of an extremely hot food would cause an adverse reaction. Due to the hot nature of this food, it may trigger asthma symptoms. Do not give to persons without their permission, only after sharing this warning.
That
Well, we
is
failed there.
absolutely.
Whew, that's
hot. It's not as bad as I thought,
That
but
is
like
bad.
it's not enjoyable.
But my mouth is watering, and I could see the sweat.
I could use
from
some
the
milk.
monitor
Oh my goodness.
already. Ooh, no, it's getting worse.
It's not worse than the chip. It's not worse than the chip.
All right.
But
we gotta go.
anyways, the show must go on because it's tournament time and it's time to crown a new Luker Continental champion. So we will catch you in 2 minutes' time, right after the break.
Roll it.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel too. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Matthew, Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Welcome back to Insert Funny Bradley line. Welcome to Ignite. As you all, sorry, remember things were getting spicy, no pun intended, in the Luker Continental Championship picture, and that's not stopping anytime soon. Our very own Luker Continental champion, Luke Rosenthal, has a video updating us on the status of his historic Luker Continental Championship reign, his longest reigning.
Longest
reigning
running.
champ.
6-time champ. Let's check it
take a
out.
look.
Throughout my life, I've always strived to be the greatest version of myself. Whether that's as a student, a family member, a friend, a brother, a foe. But I truly believe that there's been no greater version of myself than me today as your Luker Continental Champion. I said that I was going to go on an everlasting Luker Intercontinental World Tour. And unfortunately, guys, I lied. I lied to you. My reign of 9,462 days, and that's an important number, will end at 9,462 days. Unfortunately, from carrying Lake Night and Oswego Sports Entertainment, I've sustained a career-threatening arm injury, as you can see. Ow. That hurt. And it is with great displeasure that I relinquish my Luker Continental belt. This is not a goodbye. This is a see you later.
I will remember you. Will you remember me? I'm singing this song so we don't get copyright stricken down. Luker Continental on WTOP.
But never say never.
It's just an absolute travesty for
What a
Mr.
shocker.
Luke. What a shocker.
What a shock.
But after the blatant disrespect that that man put on our show, it's time that he got a slice of karma.
And
we
have a brand new Luker Continental Champion. Drum
roll,
roll,
please.
Ta-da!
Whoa!
Whoa! Look at that thing!
The new and improved asbestos-free Luker Continental Championship.
Oh, yeah.
That is a beauty right there. And it is going to be around the waist or shoulder of one of these fine, lucky 6 men and or women. So, we're going to do a tournament, bracket style, to determine... Did I spit?
No, I was just wiping the hair with my hairs.
The new Luker Continental Champion. And via a bye, 2 people have already advanced. But stepping right up right now is Fiona and Garrett Chan. Where are they at? Come on
Fiona,
down.
Garrett Chan.
Garrett Chan, Fiona, come on down. Come on down. Come on
down.
All right, we don't have a lot of time, so put a little pep in your step. Okay, so
little pep in the step.
You two will face the camera right here, and you will be doing a best 2 out of 3 rock, paper, scissors to see who
just
advances.
One and done. We'll just do one and done.
One and done. One and done. One and done. Let's see it.
Go on, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Go start.
Oh, you gotta say start.
Yeah, we'll go. Okay, I'll count it off. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Go again. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Garrett advances.
Get her out of here, Fiona.
All right, Madeline and Kenny, bring your sweet Bippy out here. Come on.
Here comes Kenny.
Here comes Kenny. Give it up for Kenny.
Kenny G. Here comes Madeline.
And Madeline coming.
Ready?
Let's see it.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
And
Kenny advances! Now,
Mr. Kenny.
Now we bring Garrett out here to go one-on-one with Kaylee Richmond. Here comes Kaylee. All right, now this is Thumb Wars.
You two will be doing Thumb War.
Thumb Wars.
So we need a 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a Thumb War. And then you begin.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a Thumb War. Here we go.
What is this
nonsense?
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, Garrett wins.
Oh, my goodness. Garrett, way to show.
Garrett
my God.
with the upset, knocking off the number 1 seed,
All
Kaylee
right.
Richmond. Now we bring in
Kenny's coming on in, and we need to
Dom
introduce
Perone.
one man to the show. Welcome, Mr. Dom Perone.
Oh, my.
Oh, my God.
I'm here to win this belt, fellas. All right? It's that simple. I'm not here to play, okay? So let's get this done, huh?
Okay.
All right.
Kenny, so this is going to be also a Thumb War.
What do we think about a Thumb War, Mr. Dirty Dom?
Thumb war? I'll pay $100 to make it arm wrestling.
You want to do an arm wrestling?
Let's do an arm wrestling, huh?
Let's do
All
an
right,
arm
let's
wrestle.
do a good old-fashioned arm wrestling. What are we gonna do this? Probably here?
Here? Yeah, come back
yep.
here. Come back
All
here.
right. Yep. Come on down. Let's see it. Dirty
You can't touch
Dom.
the title before you win it. We know
Can't
that's
touch the title
that's a
before you
rule.
win it.
Uh-oh.
I'll get out of frame here. You can have a seat or
I'm
whatever
gonna
you
sit
prefer.
still?
Yep.
I'm going to sit. Go ahead.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
For this in the bounds.
All right. I'll hold and I'll count you off. Runner set. 3, 2, 1, go! Don't break it up.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God! Dirty Dom! Dirty Dom! Oh my God!
I think we're going to call it. I think we're
He's
going to call
got
it.
it!
It's over.
The winner!
It's over.
Dirty
Dom
Dom!
Perone. But
Kenny,
now, hey, there's
it was
more.
a pleasure.
Get back in the chat because we have one
Here
more
we go.
final game. Mr. Alex Brooks, graphic director, throw up the picture that I was telling you about.
Throw it up.
It's a picture of Shetler.
All right, we
Should
got a
be
little
in
bit of
there.
time.
You
All
guys
right.
have to go around the studio and find that duck.
All right, hold
It's
on.
hidden
hold
somewhere.
On. All right, we have a little bit of time, so I'm going to tell you. You're both ready to explain what the Luca Continental Championship means to you. Garrett, go.
It means the world to me. Just winning this championship, winning this belt, it's going to be the best thing that happened.
Yeah, you can't hear us.
We can't hear, so it's okay.
Go find it.
Go find it. 3, 2, 1, go.
This is in the balance. Luca
Do we have
Continental
a
in the
handheld
balance.
camera? Do we have a handheld camera?
In 1 minute.
In 1 minute.
We are going to give another hit.
Oh, here we go. Handheld camera. All right. We're seeing.
It's not back there.
Not
It's in the
back
studio.
there. In the studio. Let's go, Mr. Dom and Garrett.
45 seconds away from a little bit of a hint for you guys.
Things are getting spicy in the studio. Dom's looking. Oh, Dom.
I'll pay $1,000 to tell me where it is.
This is 1% of the dog.
Oh. All right, Dom's hotter than Garrett is right now.
Yeah, Dom's red hot.
Dom is red hot. Red hot.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new
Luca Continental Champion, Dirty Dom Perone!
You can't beat me!
Spin
You
step
can't
out of
beat
the
me! I am the greatest!
Whoa, don't disrespect the title.
It's a brand new title.
All right, what are you going to do in this championship reign, Mr. Dom?
Championship reign, very simple. I'm gonna go enjoy myself.
All right, Dom, step back up, step back up.
What? I got this.
I got to raise your hand. I got to raise your hand. Ladies and gentlemen, the new Luca that's a nice shot of my leg. Luca Continental Champion, Dom Perone. Go celebrate, go smoke that stove, man, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, gentlemen. Your checks will be in the mail.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Wow.
Well, that was electric.
Oh my God.
Dirty
That was awesome.
Dom, the new undisputed Luca Continental Champion. And that's all we have for today.
That's all we have for today.
Bradley, what would you like to say?
I just want to thank everybody. It's going to be a great season of Lake Night. Make sure to stay tuned. We're only getting started. Now only 3 more episodes, chat. 3 more episodes. So once you watch this one, if you haven't watched the other ones, go watch them now. Get caught up because Lake Night is the show.
This season, and that's it. Never again. So savor these next couple episodes, and we will see you next week on Season 2. Congratulations, Dom. This is Jake Bradley and Young Shet signing out.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shut the Chuck Up. Put the full screen on. Bang! Shut the Chuck Up, baby. How are we doing today? How's everyone feeling? This show, what's this show all about? Well, I'll tell you what it's all about. It's about me, Chuck. That beautiful face. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's me. And I'm going to be interviewing people from all over the world, all over the universe, whatever it may be. But tonight, we have to start out. We have to start out with something really important. I have my lawyer here. Cut to that camera. Cut to camera number 3. Camera. Yeah, that's my lawyer. Chuck's lawyer. You see? Yeah, I'm Chuck. Chuck's lawyer. What's up with the green screen on this one? All right. So we, it's my first show. We have to get down and dirty with it. we have to make sure I'm ready. I have everything prepared, everything ready, set, and to go. But first, let's talk about our lives. So how's the kids?
It's really upsetting that you bring this up.
Oh.
They're not here. Like they're not dead.
Oh, okay.
But like I don't have them anymore.
You lost your kids?
Yes.
Like they ran away? You can't find them?
Yeah.
Wow.
I kind of like put them somewhere.
Yeah.
And then I walked away.
Okay.
And
Is this
then
like in a grocery store or something?
I forgot.
Mm.
We were at a playground and
Okay, a playground.
I left them on the swings.
Yeah, yeah.
I think. And then I walked over to the slides to like go on the slide and like whee!
Yeah, you wanted to go on the slide? You wanted to
Yeah,
have fun.
I just wanted to have some fun.
Yeah, is that one of your kids?
Oh my god, you found her.
Oh.
Oh boy, you
wow.
found her.
What's her name again? What's her name?
That's Dog.
That's Dog.
That's Dog.
We found Dog,
We found
everyone.
her, guys. She's
So
not on the
one of
swings
two?
anymore.
Three?
Two.
I don't
Two.
remember. Okay.
One of
Okay.
two.
Dog is okay.
Dog is okay. We don't know about Cat.
Oh.
Well, I don't know where we don't know where Dog is still. They took
Well,
Dog
we
is
found Dog.
But like Dog.
But Dog is in a secret location that we cannot disclose.
How do we get to Dog?
I don't know.
Who has Dog?
Our graphics person has Dog.
Who is your graphics person?
I cannot tell you that. I signed an NDA.
This is my kid we're talking about.
You know, I don't.
$1,000. I don't have.
$1,000? Come on. Come on.
Oh my God, Dog.
Bring it.
Yeah, this is a lawyer we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. A lawyer. Sue.
I'm gonna sue. I'm gonna sue for child endangerment. You have my child. This is too much for me.
I'm sorry. Your child looks ugly.
I can't.
$2 million.
You
Take it or
look
leave it.
ugly.
Whoa.
You're
Why
so
are you being
ugly.
so mean to me?
You're so like
You're
ugly.
my lawyer.
You know, my mom said you had such weird hair.
Yeah.
My mom describes you as the one with like the face.
The one with like the face.
Yeah.
That's chucked up, man.
It's not that chucked up.
I mean, look at this beautiful phrase. Face.
Yeah.
Look at that. That was an Almost Friday post.
It was almost an almost.
As it always is.
As it always is.
It's always almost Friday.
I'm a Chuck lawyer.
Okay. So what does that entail?
I defend Chucks.
Chucks. And Chucks only?
Only Chucks.
Okay.
So we've got Chuck.
Chuck.
And then we've got also Chuck, the groundhog.
Oh, right.
If we know.
Right.
If we're familiar. The groundhog, Staten Island groundhog Chuck.
Right.
He was in this situation with Mayor de Blasio, where Mayor de Blasio picked him up.
He picked him up.
And Chuck, as a groundhog does, bit him. And then Chuck, there he is. That's not a groundhog. That's a beaver.
That's Chuck.
That's a beaver.
No, that's Chuck. That's a picture of Chuck.
Got chucked onto the ground. And they tried to say that Chuck was okay. Chuck was not okay. They tried to do a conspiracy, like a cover-up.
Oh.
And they replaced, what the Chuck? They replaced Chuck with Charlotte.
Who's Charlotte?
A female groundhog.
What? You can't replace Chuck?
Yes. So allegedly, Mayor de Blasio murdered Chuck.
This is a big loss in the Chuck community.
And
I feel very saddened for this. Charlotte's web spider?
No, it was Charlotte the groundhog. There's no spiders involved.
Oh, I thought it was the spider too. So any other Chucks, or is it just the two for right now?
The how much Chuck could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Yeah, the tongue twister. You defend the tongue twister?
I defend the tongue twister.
Wow. How does that work?
So like when someone's like, that's really hard, you just go, how much chuck could a woodchuck chuck? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Now, what about
Jack Black? He's not a Chuck.
Oh, right, of course.
If your middle name is Chuck, I'll maybe make an exception.
Oh, like who?
Like you. Chuck.
Chuck Harkins.
Chuck Harkins.
Yeah.
Chuck Black.
Chuck Black.
Oh, I have to defend him now. I'll give him a ring later.
Yeah.
Who else has got a middle name Chuck?
I don't know about middle names, but Chuck Norris.
Oh,
Chuck Norris.
I spoke with him last Tuesday.
Oh yeah, yeah. About what?
You know.
You had to defend him for.
He just wanted to chat. He had nothing going on, but you know, you have to have a good rapport with your lawyer.
Sure,
You,
of course.
If I don't like him.
Right, you could just drop him.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
who else
not
is
drop
gonna-
him, but like make the defense not so good.
Oh,
so
wow.
then he gets arrested or
Okay,
loses
okay.
a bunch of money.
And Chuck E. Cheese.
So Chuck.
Okay. Oh,
Chuck,
this is a heavy one.
Yeah, because
Okay.
he is Chuck, but
Got him right here.
he is Chuck, but him and Chuck the Groundhog had some like rodent beef,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I had to pick a side.
Oh wow.
And being a Staten Islander, I had to represent.
They made you pick a side.
They made me pick a side.
That's hard.
Yeah, I think Chuck E. Cheese has some pretty rough allegations against
Sure.
him.
I mean, hey.
You know, those pizza slices were not even.
Yeah. I mean, look at Five Nights at Freddy's.
Exactly. Dead
Who knew?
children.
Who's this guy?
Is that Chuck Norris?
Chuck Liddell?
Chuck.
Liddell?
Who found all of these Chucks?
Oh, he is a UFC fighter. Hold on, we're getting a phone call. Hold on. Hello?
Hello, this is your wonderful AP in the back, Kenny Gerard. I just want to let you know here, Mr. Chuck, that it's time to go to break.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
that's great.
Let's throw it a break.
All right, wonderful. We'll throw it to break. Okay, see you in the flip.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna.
Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty.
The thought of turkey is just nauseating.
I think
can't.
you're wrong, is what I think.
You think I'm wrong a lot of time.
I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
This is Shut the Chuck Up.
All right, Charlie. Let's go over the extensive list of infractions you've managed to rack up here.
Uh-oh. Here we
First, personal grooming negligence. You failed to exercise even the most basic duty of care by neglecting to comb your hair. This is not only a breach of societal expectations, but could constitute reckless disregard for presentability, potentially leading to the charges of public aesthetic disturbance. Second, arson of a historical landmark.
Whoa. Can we talk about that first one?
Sure.
Man, just one after another.
I was ready to just list them all.
So let's
just
put
bombard
that
you.
in English. Put it in English.
So
These lawyers,
your hair is
what are we
whack.
talking about? My hair is whack. I'm getting a
Oh, yeah.
phone call. Hold on. Hello, my hair is whack.
This is Seth.
It says Melissa.
I'm hanging up on you,
It
Seth.
says Melissa Appleby. Who is Melissa? So your hair's whack. It looks. You didn't brush it. Put a brush through that thing. Like anything.
I try.
Ridiculous.
I try so hard.
Everybody's
Stop.
calling.
Hey, I'm hanging up on you.
So brush your hair. You got to make it better. Second, arson of a historical landmark. You are being accused of single-handedly initiating the fire that destroyed the Library of Alexandria. While the statute of limitations may have expired a few millennia, this still constitutes an egregious offense against human knowledge, and frankly, I don't know how you plan to defend yourself.
Who reads books anyway? Come on, people. Come on. Yeah, only nerds read books. The two books I read, Captain Underpants. Hello? Captain Underpants and those David books where he like pees in the snow.
What? Oh, like the bad kid?
Yeah,
like he wasn't a good...
yeah.
Why would...
Yeah.
Don't know, it makes sense that you read those, but like... What? Like,
Those
what
are
was...
the only two books that people need to know.
What about Captain
Cut to this
Underpants?
camera. Cut to camera 2. Cut to camera 2. Thank you.
Third,
Yeah.
global physics manipulations.
Go back to camera 1.
Allegations suggest that you and you alone are responsible for reversing the toilet flush direction in Australia. We know that you were in Australia recently.
That's true.
If true, this is an unprecedented level of interference with the Coriolis effect, bordering on crimes against science itself. Expect physicists to be called as expert witness in your upcoming trial.
I'm hanging up. I'm hanging up. I'm hanging up. Yeah, okay, I changed the direction of the toilet. So what? Who cares?
What was the purpose?
I want to see how far science can go.
Did it like make your flow go a bit differently?
It went down easier. I'll tell you that. I won't tell you what went down easier, but it went down easier.
Now that you're in America, do you have plans with the American toilets?
I can neither confirm nor deny that at this moment.
As your lawyer, I think that was a great answer. Fourth, reckless endangerment via excessive tweeting. The claim here is that your social media activity directly resulted in a bird flu outbreak in Oswego. We will need to subpoena Twitter servers and call epidemiologists to establish whether your tweets were indeed patient zero. If causation is proven, you may be facing a public health violation.
That has to do with health?
Yeah.
My tweets?
Your bird flu causation? Yeah.
Hello?
Charlie, it's Dylan.
You tweet about bird flu a number of times, and...
You brought it to Oswego.
Then you bring it to Oswego, and so what? So what? What? Are these like fines that I have to pay?
I think you would be maybe arrested.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that nonsense.
I think you would maybe have to, like, every episode kind of, like, denounce your actions and be like, I'm sorry.
Every episode?
Yeah, you have to
including
start.
This one?
Every episode, you have to, like, now start it with, I'm sorry. That's all. Just, I'm sorry.
I don't know if I can do that.
Finally, an unlawful presence at Santa's workshop. Loitering charges are one thing, but doing so at the North Pole in clear violation of magical jurisdiction, that's a direct infraction against holiday law, and I assure you the elves take these matters very seriously. You might be even looking at placement on the permanent naughty list.
What?
Which has no parole system.
What? What? Hold on. We can solve this. Hello?
Charlie, I'm really scared about my midterm tomorrow.
I TA for a class here, and now we got students calling.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, and
I'm worried that I'm going to be on the naughty list. You see, this guy, he's going to put me on the naughty list. What bad have I done other than burn the Library of Alexandria? You know, that doesn't even count. That one, who cares about that one? That's
You shouldn't be admitting to this on camera.
Who cares?
This is just a discussion between your lawyer about how we're going to face these issues.
What?
Your trial date is coming up.
What? I have a trial for all of these already?
Yes.
Is it all in the same one?
Yeah, you're being charged. They're just gonna, they thought it would be easy since you caused so many crimes.
Oh, you gotta hit the speakerphone?
Charlie, it's Santa.
Santa Claus?
Yeah, this is not, sure,
right.
Santa Claus, all right. Santa Claus doesn't want to talk to you. He actually, he did like a whole order, what's it called? I'm a lawyer.
I don't even know what you're trying to say. I'm not a lawyer.
I really can't think of it. When they don't want like no contact order. There you go.
There you go. There you go.
A no contact order from Santa.
Yeah, well.
I think that's like automatic naughty list. I think the trial is to decide.
If I'm on the naughty
Yeah,
list.
they're taking your headshot right now. Oh my God, they put you in jail. You're in jail already, buddy.
Oh man, I can't live like this. I get free meals. I get free housing.
You're being harassed by your students.
Free clothing. I'm being harassed by my students. Guilty for 50 years. I didn't even mean to. You know what? Just cut to break. We'll be back, I guess.
La 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 la. Free. La 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 la. La 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 la. Free.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen and become briefly
I love you.
What? Why am I getting other things?
I love you, Chuck.
Stop it, you. The people in the back are so nice to me.
Now they put you in jail.
You're rude. I never liked you anyway. So what are we going to do about this?
I think you need to deny. You kind of said on camera that, oh my gosh, it's my daughter.
Oh, it's Kat.
It's Kat. My daughter's
Hold on,
back.
We got a phone call. Hello, this is Shut the Truck Up.
Hi, I think you know who this is.
My dad?
No, this is Mr. Cassius Hogg, the mall Santa.
Oh.
Charlie, what did you do with the mall Santa?
I'll tell you what he did.
Uh-oh.
He broke both my legs. My money makers.
It happens. It happens.
How are the children going to sit on his lap now?
Exactly. That's what I want to know.
You know, I don't even remember you. What year was this?
This was a week ago.
Yeah, but what year?
Wait. Cassius
This
Hogg,
year.
why were you a mall Santa a week ago? The Christmas season is over.
Yeah.
I have to prepare all year round. Do you know how much weight I get on my legs during the Christmas season?
And
I have kids sitting on my lap all year round.
And Cassius Hogg, where were you when Chuck broke your legs? Were you doing something that maybe you deserved it?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I had nothing to do with those parents and what happened. That was terrible. Okay, but
Wait, what happened? Yeah, no. What happened with the parents, Cassius?
What?
Mr. Hogg,
What?
what happened with the parents?
They passed away from unknown causes, but it's okay. Dougie is okay.
Dougie?
Who's Dougie?
My ward.
Teach me how to Dougie.
Your ward?
Your ward?
Yes.
What? What does that mean?
My ward, Dougie. He was the orphan. He's with me now.
Oh.
Is he orphaned
all right.
because of your actions?
No, I was with Leonard Dilroy that whole day.
Names,
So-
names. You're sounding pretty guilty, bud. My client
This is a lot of he
sounds
said,
like
she said.
the real
broken legs
hero
all
here.
right?
I mean, if you got broken legs, that's not my problem, dude.
I think it is because you broke my legs.
It's starting to sound like it was self-defense.
Exactly. That's what it was. I don't even remember, but yes.
It was not self-defense. You came up to me and yelled, "I'm going to break both your legs," and then you did exactly that.
Why didn't you move out of the way, Cassius? Why didn't you move out? If someone says, "I'm going to break your legs," you sit there?
Both of your legs.
Both of your legs. You just sit there? You just let it
I
happen?
didn't have much choice. He said he was going to do it. What was I supposed to do?
Run away with your working legs. Now you don't have working legs. It really
Yeah,
sounds
my
like it's
legs
your
are
fault.
broken. How was I supposed to run away? You're not thinking. You're not thinking.
I'm not thinking. You're the one with broken legs. My legs perfectly working.
This whole reason, he's just jealous because I'm with his
Yeah, she's
ex-fiancée,
not
Anastasia.
thinking.
What about Anastasia? Say that again?
I'm
You
dating
corrected it.
Anastasia. That's right, Chuck.
Who's Anastasia?
I took her.
You cook her?
No,
Anastasia.
I took her
Oh,
from
you you took
Anastasia.
her. Who's
Are
Anastasia?
you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Your ex-fiancée.
Yeah, that's my ex-fiance.
You've been engaged?
Yeah.
I was. But
How-
now I guess
What was the
Cassie's
story?
hog. You
She's
know.
going to be Anastasia hug soon.
No,
Whoa.
stop.
Dom
Stop.
Perone.
Stop.
How did you and Anastasia meet?
So Anastasia and I met on a beautiful beach. It was North Shore of Long Island, those rocky beaches where it's like it hurts, and it was middle of winter. Middle of winter. I was out there. I was taking a dip, and she walks over to me and she's like, What are you crazy? And I'm like, you are just the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Do you want to marry me? And she said, absolutely, absolutely. And that's how we met, and that's how we got engaged.
That's lovely.
That was a few
and
weeks
Cassius, how did you meet Anastasia?
Yeah, let's hear this.
I met her on the same day because it was the day that Chuck broke both my legs. This was last week.
You know, details. Who cares about those?
You met.
I care.
So wait, why'd you guys break up?
I don't even want to get into it.
Cassius, do you know why they broke up?
Yeah, I do. Basically, Chuck didn't break just my legs. He broke Anastasia's arms. And so we were just like, we kind of match up now. We can we can do things for each other. She can walk around for me, and I can grab things. So that we're kind of like a match made in heaven.
Whatever, dude. I broke her arms accidentally. She laid out her arms on the road, and I was rollerblading.
Sorry, I really was not listening. If you look at
I was rollerblading,
there's
and I
Kenny
broke
Gerard
my
on the script.
ex-fiance's arms.
Mm.
Yeah. No, she left me for Cassius Hogg.
Cassius Hogg.
Cassius, what?
Anastasia Hogg. How's it feel? I'm on top.
I hate you. I hate you. Why would you do this to me? Can we resolve this somehow?
No, maybe.
Maybe. Cassius, do you love Chuck?
You gonna make me do this on live television?
Yeah. Do you love Chuck?
What are we doing?
I do love Chuck, but he hurt me, and I can't let that toxicity into my life.
He's trying to tell you that he loves you.
I can't do it.
He just told me he loved me.
He can't let you into it. He wants to let you in his life, but he feels like he can't.
Why not? Wait, why?
Because you
why?
broke his legs.
What?
You broke both my legs. It's kind of hard.
No, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about why won't you love me and let me into your life?
I feel like you're a little. You don't understand what's happening. You broke both my legs. Those are my money makers.
I mean, I guess.
Dougie wheels me around. My ward, Dougie. He wheels me around all day. And now we can't prep for the Christmas season. And how am I supposed to make money? I don't understand what you want me to do.
Your job's mostly sitting down.
Yeah.
The kids just...
My job is mostly having kids sit on me.
Do they need to?
That's the job.
Yeah, do the kids need to sit on your lap, Cassius?
Yeah. Can't they just
That's the whole point. What's the point?
I don't know. They can just walk over to you and be like, "This is what I want," and then leave. They don't need.
That.
You don't
They
need
hate
to
it.
have them
They
sit on
hate
your
it.
lap.
They yell at me, and it's mean, and I cry.
Wait, hold on. What if you're like behind a plexiglass and they call you and you have like a phone on your side?
COVID style.
COVID style, exactly.
Now you're not going to get sick because kids are always sick.
Exactly, and they won't hurt your legs.
They won't hurt your legs.
You know what? Cassius?
And
Cassius,
maybe if you had a plexiglass, Chuck wouldn't have broken your legs in the first place.
The kids get too aggressive for the plexiglass?
They punch through the plexiglass and they try and grab at my throat.
These are strong kids.
maybe you shouldn't be.
I need them to sit on my legs. That's why I need to prep for this. This is an intense job.
So they become more calm if they're on your lap than when plexiglass is in the...
Wow, here's an example of one of these kids.
The lap is what they want.
They want the lap.
The children, they yearn for the lap.
You
know, I'm gonna offer something to you. I'm gonna offer something to you. Okay. So I will, for Christmas this year,
your
I know
holiday.
You love Christmas. Yeah, your holiday. You love it so much.
It's fine.
What is that?
Okay. Wait. What? You don't even like Christmas? Whatever. Hold on.
I do
We'll
for
get
the
to
money.
that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
For the money.
We'll get to that.
It's my
I'm
moneymaker.
going to give you, from the kindness of my heart, and for $50 from you, Shut the Chuck Up crutches.
Shut the Chuck Up. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
You're gonna get crutches.
Do you know what crutches are? They're gonna say "Shut the Chuck Up."
I thought you said crushes.
No.
Crutches.
You already have my ex-fiance.
Don't need all the people who have a crush on you too.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't think you fully understand how broken my legs are.
I don't think you understand. We've only got a minute left, and we need to resolve this, Cassius.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, crutches work.
Hey!
Yes.
And if you don't like it that much, you can give it to one of the little boys and little girls, because I know that they're going to ask for it now because I've stated it on television.
And
I know
once they
John
see
would
the
ask for it.
logo, Shut the Chuck Up, they're
They're going to freak out.
Yeah.
And you have to be prepared for that, Cassius.
Anyways,
All right,
I
I'll
hope
be
you have a
prepared.
great walk.
Yeah, we'll resolve this in a different
We'll
life.
send
All right,
send it to you.
Cassius,
Bye.
I love you. Goodbye.
I love you.
What have we learned today, Chuck?
You didn't even say I love you back.
He said it before.
No, he didn't.
What have we learned today, Chuck?
That I should keep doing my thing.
And you need to stop chucking it up.
I never chuck it up. I'm just me.
I
I'm
have
me being me.
literally like 4 counts of how you've chucked up.
That doesn't matter. Hold on, we're getting a phone call. Hello, we're about to end the show.
Hello, Chuck. This is once again your wonderful AP, Kenny Gerard, in the back. You saw my face back there? Yeah? Yeah, great choice of photo. Anyway, you have 15 seconds to go off air, so give your last thoughts and wrap it up.
Hey, perfect. Cut to the bump cam right now. Cut to the bump cam? Cut to the bump.
Hey, how are you? You want to chat? Well, you're in luck. The Mick and Nick show is about to start. Oh, Nick! The Mick and Nick show is starting.
Oh, wait, let's go then.
Let's go.